It is July, and that means everything is in bloom. So it is time for a garden tour of all things color and flowers. What I love about this is these colors bring me such joy. And when we talk about health and wellness, it's so important to take care of our mental health. So after a long day, if I've been stressed out and I come out here and I sit in my backyard and I get to enjoy the beauty of all these flowers and all these incredible colors and just see the life that they are bringing into the world. I know this is a lot of work to put these flowers in, but it is so worth it. I'm going to explain to you each flower and its blooming cycle, and that's the really fun part. So here we go. I may have gone a little bit overboard on all my petunias this year, but I don't care because look at that. It's about 7 o'clock, and so the sun is coming in and it's making these colors look like they're glowing. I mean, look at the black contrast against this deep pink is absolutely stunning. And I have some coleus down there. Poor little guys got buried. They're usually pretty hardy. They usually come up pretty good, but they're not quite keeping up with the petunias there. And then I have a beautiful orange begonia right there. I actually have 2 of those. So there's one right there. Actually, oh no, look, I have 3. There's one way over there. Yeah, we'll get to that guy in a minute. And then I have the impatiens here, which, you know, these are just a few little plants in this bed, and I plant them here every year. And this is the first year I've been able to plant them because of that guy. I couldn't plant them last year because he liked to sleep in this bed and this one, and he liked to trample across the flowers. So he's been really good because you can see they're coming in full. You can't even see the ground. And then there's more petunias. I mean, these colors are just so rich. And then we have our purple cone flower or echinacea. Check that out there. Look at this one. I didn't even know I had this one. Look at the pink in that cone flower. My second golden retriever, he would come out and instead of eating grass, he would eat the leaves off of the echinacea. He just knew it was medicinal. And then I have a little bit of lavender here. The lavender's in full bloom, starting to just go slightly out of bloom. But then I have this white lavender. I had no idea that I had planted a white lavender. I must have put that in there last year. So the lavender and then more coleus. And as we come over top of these, look at just the glow of those colors. Isn't that just absolutely gorgeous? Now I don't want to pass the lilies by, but they're almost done. I'm not a big lily fan, I have to be honest. So I don't pay much attention to those. I could probably rip those out and be just as happy with everything else in the garden. And then more. Now on this one, look at this is a black and white daisy in the middle of, look at the red coming through here. Isn't that amazing? Oh my gosh, doesn't that just bring you joy? Can you feel how relaxed you are already just looking at all these beautiful colors? And then this guy, he's doing okay. I don't know why, I have to maybe deadhead that one, but that one was just absolutely stunning with the red and the black again. I actually planted beets up here. Normally would plant flowers. I put beets and I put parsley. The beets are doing really well. Parsley just got planted, so it's tiny. There's a pink begonia there and another orange one there. And then this is chamomile. So I have to harvest these flowers and I can dry those up for tea for the winter. All right, so here's the beauty. Now, I have black-eyed Susans right here. So I have a combination in here of annuals and perennials. All the annuals are all of these flowers that you see here, and then the perennials are the cone flowers and the lavender there. But here's what's super cool. So the first flowers to come up, he loves my neighbor, she must be outside. So the first flowers to come up are the irises, and you can see they're already done. They come up pretty early. I also have tulips and daffodils that come up, and so they'll come up early there. And then I have these sundrops. So they're the next ones to come up, and they're really hardy and they can take over. So I end up pulling a lot of those because they're really, really resilient. and they'll take over your garden if you're not careful. Let me get that clover out of there. So then the sun drops are coming up, and then the echinacea comes up. Right, so everything has a timeline. So then the echinacea comes up. Now the echinacea is still in full bloom, while the lavender came up first, then the echinacea, and then the next thing to come up is going to be the black-eyed Susans. And so right about the time when all of these sun drops are gone, the black-eyed Susans will be in full bloom. This whole bed will be black-eyed Susans. So isn't that cool? So that's really what you're looking for when you're planting, is plant things that have a succession of blooming, because then you get to enjoy your annuals throughout the summer, or I'm sorry, your perennials throughout the summer, while you're enjoying your annuals. So there's, look at that. It's so beautiful. And then Mr. Bentley over there. All right, I hope you guys enjoyed that tour of the flower garden. Enjoy. Get out and plant some flowers.